Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk to you about media and TV and especially things like news or just generally programs on the TV. So, I now and for a while now I don't watch TV at all, and I do my best to stay away from it. So first of all, it's probably always been like that, but now that I became a lot more spiritually aware than before, I also started noticing certain things more than I did before. And one of these things is actually the screen, because the light that's coming from the screen, it makes me extremely uncomfortable. And this is one of the reasons I stay away from it, but this is not the main reason why I stay away from the TV. So the main reason I stay away from the TV is because of the negativity that it's getting off. So if we talk about the news, right? What news is supposed to do? News is supposed to give us useful, relevant, truthful information on things that we need, right? It's supposed to help us, inform us, and otherwise, what's the point of having this news, right? It's supposed to inform us and update us on things, but truthfully in the right way. However, what I see on the TV is a lot of negativity. There's a lot of things that are shown or presented in the way to trigger people's emotions, to make people fear, to even cause you panic, or in general, there's just a lot of negativity that's coming off it. And a lot of the times I remember watching the TV and I don't even know who to believe anymore, there's just a lot of things said there, but at the same time I would never find useful things there. So a good example would be, they're talking about the virus situation on the TV all the time, but they don't really talk about how to be healthy in the first place, right? They don't talk about the important things. I'm not even going to, say anything about the important spiritual things that we need to know just yet, but this is basically the main reason I stopped watching the TV. And also, as I've started noticing that there's a lot of satanic things that are shown in music videos. I don't know exactly what these things are because I just never looked into it so much so that I would know exactly what it is. But I mean, anyone can really spot it if only they have this awareness, because a lot of the time people just don't have any awareness of this spiritual part of our life, and only those who know, they know. And so, but then if we have this awareness, we will start noticing that these certain things are demonic, they're satanic, and the reason for that is, you can just look at what they're showing you on the screen, right? And you can already tell if it's from God or it's not. But you need to have this spiritual awareness, and you need to be able to discern, because otherwise you will be confused. You will think that, this is how this person is just expressing themselves. So in reality, no, they are very much demonic, and they're very much doing something satanic that is not of God. And it's actually bringing destruction, because it's planting seeds into the viewers who are not realizing what they're watching. So You know, there are things like that. But also in general, right, if we talk about the media, not just TV, like newspaper, I guess radio, but in general, I would say the news has this like chaos going on in it all the time. It's always the opposite of peace, right? And if you look at the headlines, sometimes you would see like scandal, this, that. They want to catch your attention. They want to prove whatever point they want to prove. But no one's really thinking much about the greater good or God or what's really important or, you know, things like that. And so in the end, all this media thing, it's not like helpful, you know. Yes, it's true, you can learn about certain events that are happening out there, but this is like, well, say 30% of what's in the news. Everything else, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of unnecessary things in there, and there's also demons there. And so, you know, you don't want to expose yourself to that. But we also know that there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of things that aren't true, and obviously I'm not surprised, because when people want to, you know, push their agenda or prove their point, that's what they will do. They will lie. You know, I personally have known people who are researching certain political things, and they are in touch with certain journalists that work for certain TV channels, right, for the news. And I remember them saying that, you know, there are things going on there that are untrue, right? And so we also have these conspiracy theories that also tell us, you know, about the government that is behind all the governments, right? So, you know, this is what I used to hear a lot before, but now I just generally see it all as very much demonic. And it may sound like I'm very much simplifying things and just blaming everything on demons, but actually that's what it is, because our real enemies are not people, it's the demons, it's the powers, and a lot of people are not realizing that they have these demons, and so they think that they behave a certain way. And, you know, there are a lot of narcissistic people out there, and these people, they literally will gaslight you, and they will spread false information for no reason, just to entertain themselves, just to destroy, because that's what devil and demons do. They just want to destroy. They really don't care. They don't even have any specific purpose. It's just destruction of any kind, just random destruction. And so this is what we see. And then, you know, there are all kinds of demons, right? I've been talking about this in my other videos, and I believe that I mean, that's how it is. These demons, they also do have like these differences in them, right? So there are these reptilians that do live by taking other people's energy. And you can watch my video where I talk about these reptilians and how it is. But it's nothing new. Like, it's been out there as a conspiracy theory, right, for a long time. But now I'm just realizing that what it really is, it's very much spiritual. And so this is what's going on. And it's true that there is brainwashing. It's true that there are things that are not true. And this is why it's dangerous to expose yourself to all this media, because you just don't know what to believe anymore, and you also know that there's demons, and then there's these satanic forces working against us out there at all times. And this is why we need to be with God at all times, to be able to discern and to really limit ourselves to things that are really necessary to us, you know. And everything else that is not so necessary, then maybe we shouldn't even watch, you know, these channels or whatever. Just, I mean, what's the point exposing yourself to demonic things? It's actually dangerous. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how I see it now, because this world is very much spiritual. It's a lot more spiritual than it is physical, and not everything is the way it seems, right? We see this world with our eyes, but then there's a lot of things that we don't see. And you know, unless you have this spiritual awareness, and unless you know, so yeah. And I'm not saying that everyone on the TV and everyone in the media is a bad person. No, I'm sure there are people of God there too. However, we have to be careful, because I believe that the majority is actually serving the wrong side, whether they are aware of it or not. And if you are watching this and you are working in the media, then you know, you could really I invite you to think about what really is going on there, right? Because our true enemy is not flesh and blood, it's principalities, it's the demons. And a lot of people do have these demons attached to them. Sometimes it's demons that speak through people. That's why it's dangerous. That's why we really need to be with God at all times, to be protected and not to allow the enemy to do anything in our lives. And as for the media, well, it has to be done the right way, and it has to be truthful, right? As everything else. So what we need to do is we need to be aware, and we need to be with God. So I guess, yeah, this is what I wanted to share. It's actually as simple as that. It's nothing too complicated. However, it is a very maybe unusual way of seeing things for maybe a lot of people. But it's a very important thing that we notice, and that we are aware of the spiritual side of life too. So I hope this video was interesting for you. I hope it helped you see things differently, and please do check out my other videos where I cover a lot more things on demons, on you know, other things related to this, so that you can have a clearer picture. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.